Isn't it weird how many noises you just make by being a living creature?
Yeah, by being a meat bag.
Meat bag, more like a me bag.
Wow.
That's right.
Am I right?
That's beautiful, Ben.
Thanks.
That's really beautiful. It's a bag of me.
It's a bag of me. Hello, and welcome to Way Too Broad, a show and tell program for really, really ridiculously excited grown-ups. I'm Hannah, and these are my co-hosts, Erin and Ben. Hi, Erin.
What's up, Hannah? What's up, Ben?
Hey, I'm me.
What's up?
We're ridiculously excited.
You guys don't sound that excited. You want to bring that energy up a little bit?
No.
It's a Wednesday night, man.
It's
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
It's a Wednesday night, and I forced you to record later than you wanted to, and now I'm berating you about being tired, so
Yeah.
show me what's fair about that.
We're like flirting with my bedtime, so...
Now, we got to do What Are We Drinking, but I just want to address you get what you get, that phrase that you said, because...
Yes.
You said you get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that does not rhyme.
That's not the expression.
What's the expression?
You get what you get
and you don't get upset. Mm-hmm.
Well, the expression, is the way I said it, you get what you get. And so you're throwing a fit, and I don't understand. I just asked you not to.
No, it's just funny because, like, it kind of does rhyme in your accent. I've always thought of us having, similar accents.
The point of that expression is not just that it rhymes, it's that it's, like, you get what you get and you also don't get upset.
You don't...
There's, like, more than just rhyming going on there, and throwing a fit loses that, and then also pretty much loses the rhyme.
What is this if not a fit? I just don't understand. Were my instructions not clear?
You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
And you don't throw a fit. Listen, I don't know. This expression was never ever said to me as a child. I've picked it up somewhere. I'm probably paraphrasing. Clearly I am. So, I'm sorry that you guys are upset.
Well, why don't you just go ahead and tell me what you're drinking, Ben?
Water. It's Wednesday. Come on.
Water Wednesday.
I drink water. I'm always drinking water on Fridays. Do you think I got a cold one on Wednesday? Come on. I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, you do have a cold one. A cold water.
Nice. That's true.
Yes.
I'm drinking lemon spindy, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Spindy Wednesday over here. Love it. I did look for the new lemonades that Ben is angry about, but they didn't have them.
They've thrown a fit about.
I'm not that mad about them.
I'm gonna Google this. Am I going completely crazy? You get what you get.
And you don't get upset.
You don't. Hold on. The first autocorrect is saying, and you don't throw a fit. Can we Google this, please?
My first autocorrect is saying you don't get upset. But it is a song.
Fascinating. Regional!
That's why I asked about it. Because I feel like it rhymes better in a more southern accent, even though I don't think of you as having one.
I would like to say, for the record, I agree with you. I think "and you don't get upset" is really good. I like the energy of "you don't throw a fit." But I like you don't get upset. It continues with the theme. It rhymes better. I appreciate it as a lyricist, but as an attitudist, I really like you don't throw it.
All right. Good. I'm glad that we resolved that amicably.
Yeah. Me too.
Erin,
sorry, the lemon spindies, you couldn't find them. Was there anything else there?
No. Erin, what are you drinking?
Yep, I've got a I'm almost done this lemon lime seltzer, very tasty. I'm almost done this vanilla bean macaron tea. I have to check. I almost called it French again, and I have a fresh ice water on deck.
On deck. Neat. I like that mug a lot.
Yeah, I got this mug from Molly for something, and she never ever uses it, and I use it a lot. So that's how that goes. It's one of those.
One of those for you, for me.
Yeah.
We have some emails.
Spemails?
Yeah, we have switched once again. The spam emailer is sending us different types of emails. So for anyone who's been listening for a while, the first set of spam emails we got out of nowhere were from a dating site, purported to be a dating site called Pink Cupid. And we had a lot of matches. We were accidentally catfishing all kinds of...
We were very popular.
Wonderful lesbians. And then... or sapphics of various types. And then we were on Russian Cupid for like a week or so, and just really a big hit with the Russians also. Very many emails about that. And then now we are getting emails from someone called Riley Lucas. And I have to think it's related because the other ones have stopped. Excuse me. Riley Lucas Publishing. Yeah. Hello there, Way. Now that you read their backstory, I'm super excited to find out what you think of Sia and Lindsay. You can get to know them better by reading the Passions series.
Wow.
Don't know what that is. So, yeah.
What a generous email.
And there's there's a few from Riley Lucas and or Riley Lucas Publishing. So thanks for the emails, Riley, and everyone.
Thanks, Alvin.
Alvin?
Did you see Alvin Ann emailed us?
Oh, Alvin Ann. We're providing Alvin Ann. We're providing guest post, sponsored post, and link building services. Oh, thanks, Alvin. Thank you.
That's really nice.
Yeah, appreciate that. And yeah, so that's what we got for emails. Thanks to Alvin and Riley for emailing us. Appreciate it. Shoot, I had an upfront for you guys. Oh, well, I thought we should tell everyone that Ian also got his vaccine shot today. He got a 1 shot, so he's done already.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations
And
to
I'm
him.
getting mine on Sunday.
Hell yeah. Does Kylie have hers?
She's getting hers on Sunday also.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, we're playing the game now where I'm like, who do I know who's not vaccinated, or at least scheduled to be? Mm-hmm. So that's really fucking exciting.
So yeah, so it's all happening. So
yeah, fucking shout out.
So I mean, also I can do this as an upfront because I can't have it as my obsession every week. It's looking very much like by the second week of June, Ian and I will be moving into a new house. I talked last week about trying to sell our current house, and we've now accepted an offer on this house and had an offer accepted on a new place that we really love. It all happened quicker than I ever could have dreamed. It was like in the course of a weekend, literally. And very excited.
A beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm super excited.
I'm going to set up a recording area. I'm going to have a cat farm. I'm going to do whatever I want on all that land.
How close are your nearest neighbors? Are they pretty close?
We have so it's like a pretty busy road. So there are like neighbors across the street, but you know, it's not like neighborhoody. And then there are next door neighbors who are like kind of close, but then beyond that, it's like land on all sides.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot. I can't wait to show all of my wonderful vaccinated family members the whole premises.
I can't wait to be shown as a vaccinated family member.
Yes, that's right. And friends. Also friends. Yeah, that's what I have for upfronts, I guess.
I have a humble little upfront tale. And so it begins with, we have a treadmill, like this used treadmill, and you've used it before, Hannah, as one of the amenities of the our guest bedroom.
Yep.
So when it's not being used as an amenity of our guest, I'll walk on it. And I walk on it, a few times a week, and Henry, the dog, moonlights as a treadmill supervisor. This is a self-appointed position that he takes extremely seriously. So whatever he's in the middle of, he'll begrudgingly get up and then supervise me on the treadmill. So I'm just walking at a pretty leisurely pace, usually watching a Netflix show, and he'll be lying very dejectedly and just like staring at me the entire time. He'll get up from whatever he's doing, no matter like what it is, and be my treadmill supervisor. I think it's really, really funny. I always take a ton of pictures of it. I'll in fact just like drop one in the box. So I think it's funny. I'm perfectly capable of treadmilling without a supervisor. Today I was on the treadmill walking, and he and I accidentally like inhaled a bunch of water. Like I was trying to aggressively hydrate, and so I started like coughing, and I had a bunch in my mouth, and I had to spit it out. And I was like coughing and wheezing, I couldn't catch my breath. And Molly came in to check on me, and she had her headphones in, so she didn't hear me, but the treadmill supervisor went and fetched her. And which was really nice. So, I stand corrected. Treadmill supervision is an important and essential job. I dropped a picture of treadmill supervisor. That's usually what
Aww. He's got to keep an eye on you.
Yeah, he really hates it.
Wow. What a sweet boy. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Go get the treadmill supervisor.
What happened?
Is this a thing? Since the, inhalation event, I've accidentally, inhaled my drink a little bit more tonight, and, a piece of carrot earlier. Is it, when you bite the inside of your mouth, you accidentally keep biting it? Is that the same with, inhaling a drink, or did I just, fucking forget how to do it?
You just it's muscle memory. You're building the wrong type of muscle memory.
I guess so. Yeah. Anyway, that was a little preview of what happened.
It's a little problem.
It's a little problem I'm having.
That's so cute. What a good boy.
Shout out to the treadmill supervisor.
What a good boy. Ian said when we move into our new house, we can get a third cat.
Nice. I thought you were going to say a dog. That was really funny.
No. I want more cats. I would like 4 cats, I think. But we'll get there.
How do you feel about not having to clean your house all the time anymore?
I mean... Oh, you mean from selling it and stuff?
Yeah. What question were you? What fucking question were you about to answer?
I thought you meant because my house would be bigger, so I wouldn't have to organize it as often or something.
False. There's just more.
Opposite.
That's how would I feel? Why? Would
I know. Well, that's why I was confused. But we're kind of still in it because we still have, so the inspection is on Friday, and then at some point there's going to be someone here to appraise the house because that's a part of financing houses that I forgot about.
Mm-hmm. They just come over and they're like, yay!
Basically, hopefully.
Just once though, it's just like a praise. It's
just a single praise. They just go, yeah. And then they leave. And then we also have to do the same thing for the house we're buying at the same time because these office works at virtually the same moment. So so our inspection's on Tuesday, and then I don't know when the appraisal's happening. I'm gonna have to pay for one of those. I don't know when either of them are happening. But it's so we're still kind of in it. Like, we're still trying to keep things clean because there are going to be people here. But it is nice to did I tell you Ian broke this window behind, well, not the window, he broke the blinds in the window just as we were leaving the morning of the open house.
Wow. Home run.
Or actually, it was the morning of it was the day before the open house, but it was we were leaving with the cats, and he went to like close the blinds or maybe open them, and it just like broke in his hands, and I had to like come in and shake him out of like a half vegetative state because he was like, we had just put the finishing touches on this house, and then he just did one last thing, and it destroyed our window covering. Like,
oh my God.
So I just bought replacements today. But yeah,
That's funny. Going out with a bang.
I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I'm so excited. I'm so ready.
Yeah, that's exciting. Wait. I remember like our closing of this house was pushed back 2 weeks. And it was like I was telling Molly, like, the longest passing of 2 weeks of my entire life. Like, time moved more slowly during those 2 weeks than they have ever had before and have ever since. Like, just like that special anticipation.
You know what the thing is about it, about the way I'm feeling right now is like, everything has been going so right this entire week that it's like I don't understand, like, this can't, like, it can't be possible because like the way things have been lining up, like right down to like I was like I hope that they have a cat, and I hope I get to pet the cat at the showing, and then there was a cat and I got to pet it, and it was really sweet, and like then we got our offer that we ended up accepting on our house while we were touring the house we put an offer on. And like, nice. We had hotel rooms booked for Thursday through Sunday this week to go out and look at other houses, farther away. And then we had to cancel. We knew we didn't have to go, but we didn't think we'd be able to cancel them because they were not supposed to be refundable. But I just called the hotel, and she was like, "Oh yeah, we'll cancel them. We'll refund you your $500 you thought you lost." You know, and like these things just keep on just working out. There's like only 4 days between our two closings right now. You know, so it's just like, what's gonna, like, is something gonna go off at these inspections? Like, is an appraisal gonna come in weird? Like, I'm just like, I'm just so
tickled. You're like sick with stress because things are going well. It's like,
correct.
You know,
yeah.
Have a CBD. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I feel you though.
So, thank you for empathizing and also reminding me this is a silly thing to worry about.
You know, it's not very constructive to tell people not to worry, but, you know, grab a CBD.
Okay. I'll see if we have any around. Ian used to take CBD. We'll see. Should we pop in?
BD. Yeah, let's pop.
We'll see. BD. Yeah.
Nice.
Ben, what's your obsession?
What's up, Ben?
Okay, so it's me then?
Okay.
Okay. So it's me then, okay.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
That's good. Hey, that's good. That's me. Yep. My obsession, so, you know, one thing I've been obsessed with is working on that voltage controlled amplifier for my modular synth.
Yeah, did it come this weekend?
It came today.
Oh.
And I was playing with it a little bit before we started recording. That was why I was a couple minutes late. I was messing around with it. It's fun to like make beeps and boops and to make them sound different by turning knobs. It's genuinely so fun to just like turn shit and make it sound cool. It's really neat. I'm enjoying it a lot. And so that's been really fun, and it's been fun to design my own part for it, and I have some ideas for other stuff I want to make for that. And so that's been really fun. And then while I've been working on that, Kylie and I have been watching my actual obsession, which is Dimension 20, which is something I think we've talked about. I know Hannah has talked about it. I feel like, did I bring Tiny Heist as an obsession?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've been watching, that was one of their side quests, I think is what they call them. We've been watching their first like main quest, Fantasy High, which I think was Hannah's original Dimension 20 obsession, or maybe it was Dimension 20 as a whole. I don't remember.
I don't remember, but I have seen that. And I've seen a few of them.
It's just a fucking delight. I love it so much.
But Ben, we talked about that on episode 147. Anyway, listen to this sound.
Wow.
Just works so well with the first thing we're talking about.
Wow. So yeah, that's been like, we've had a routine going where like, after work and after dinner, I pull up my computer and start working on my PCB, and then kind of like draws or whatever, and we watch Fantasy High, and it's just been so fun because they are, I mean, D&D shows are perfect for things like that, where you like, where you're like doing something that you only need to pay like half attention to, because you don't need to be like looking at the screen the whole time to enjoy it. But like whenever you do look over, you can like get extra enjoyment. So it's not the same as listening to a podcast where it's like entirely auditory. And yeah, I mean, just to recap what Dimension 20 is, it's like College Humor. It's College Humor's D&D show, basically. It's DM'd by Brandon Lee Mulligan, who is on a bunch of College Humor stuff and is just a very funny person. And like everyone who's on it has like backgrounds in improv, which is obviously great for D&D because they're all really funny together. It has, I think, Emily Axford, is that her name?
Yep.
She plays a bard who is a tiefling, but only just figured out she's a tiefling, and so she's decided to become rebellious because she thought she was an elf before, and now realizes that her dad is like a demon or something.
Yeah. Her horn started to grow in puberty. Yeah. And so she's like really mad at all of her parents because they all were lying to her. It's very good.
And I think Gorgug is my favorite character. He's a half orc or a full orc? I think he's a half orc.
I think he's a half orc.
Who was adopted as a kid by gnome parents. And I think like he only just learns he's adopted at like the beginning of the, or does he know he's adopted the whole time? I don't remember. But like as he spends a lot of the show asking people if they're his dad.
Yeah.
And like not knowing something. It's like he'll often roll insight checks and roll really badly, and then Brendan Lee Mulligan will be like, "This guy might be your dad."
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just, and then there's everyone else. I don't know. I could talk about everyone else too. They're all really great. There's Kristen Applebee's is the name of Ellie Beardsley's character, which is so
I love
fucking good.
that. She's great. She's like super religious.
She's a cleric to the corn god. Oh yeah, she keeps like trying to like casually get people to like join her prayer group, prayer circles.
It's so fun.
It's so
I
great.
want to rewatch it now.
Yeah, I really enjoy it a lot.
They're all so funny together. The Candy Kingdom one is really great too. Brandon Lee Mulligan is such a good DM.
Yeah, I really like he's much, it's very different from watching Critical Role, not in really in a good or bad way, but he's definitely less rules oriented than Matt Mercer. So like if he thinks something will be like funny or entertaining, he'll kind of just like let it happen even if it doesn't really make sense within the rules of D&D. Like in one of the first episodes of Fantasy High, Fig, Emily Axford's character decided to try and she decided to take a flask to school because she's doing her rebellious thing, so she's like drinking at school, and she wanted to cast the spell Friends, but like on the flask, such that if someone drank it, they would have the spell cast on them. And he was like, that is for sure not how that spell works, but it's really cool, so I'm gonna allow it. Like he's very much that kind of DM, which is really fun to watch. I love it. It's great. It's funny. Everyone should watch it. Thanks. It's also shorter than a lot of other, like the episodes. I mean, the critical episodes are 3 to 4 hours long. Dimension 20 episodes are like 2 hours max. They're usually like an hour and a half.
I'm trying to remember. Is it edited, or do they just run shorter?
I don't know. It seems like it could be edited. It's also more produced.
Yeah.
Than because it's not like the normal is not for it to be live. It is like pre-recorded, and they add like animations of like people's health going down, and they add like
and illustrations
interstitials of character art when they introduce characters, even NPCs and stuff. Also, they're like the board they play on, the table, and like the scenes that they with all the miniatures and shit are so great because they have like a whole production team that does that. I mean, the ones on Critical Role, I keep comparing to Critical Role because those are the two D&D things I watch all the time now. But on Critical Role, Matt also makes amazing fight scenes and miniatures and like, what's the word I'm looking for? Boards, I guess, of like, like when there's like a battle scene. But it's just him that's making them. Whereas like on Dimension 20, they've got a whole production team that makes those, and they're much bigger. And then like sometimes the fight will start at the end of an episode, and then like by the next episode, they'll have like replaced everything in the middle of the board with like this really elaborate, cool scene. That was especially fun in Tiny Heist, where like they had actual everyday objects that were like part of the scene, because the whole thing is that they're all smaller, so like all this is like big to them. I really enjoy that part of it. I think and Fantasy High is available for free on YouTube. At least it is right now. Didn't you say they like cycle which ones are free or something?
I think they might. Yeah, I think they rotate them.
They're all available on Dropout, which is a College Humor subscription thing, which I already had a subscription for to watch Tiny Heist. So we're probably going to watch more. And
I think I still have a subscription to that too.
That was one of those things where like I decided, like I thought about canceling it after I finished watching Tiny Heist, but then I was like, I don't know, I like these people and I like to support them, and it's not that much money, so like even if I'm not using it right now, I might as well just keep that going. So yeah, pretty sure I still have that for that reason.
Yeah, everybody should check it out if you like to watch D&D games. It's a really fun one to watch. Very high production value.
Even if you don't like to watch D&D, if you're like, well, let's watch funny people, it's just funny.
They're so funny.
It looks like it is on YouTube Fantasy High. Is that what you're saying? For free?
Yeah, we're watching it on YouTube right now because I'm pretty.
Okay.
But I think they cycle which.
Hey Ben, it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they might, you know what they might do, Ben, is kind of cycle through.
Yeah.
Which one is,
you know what they might?
YouTube.
Yeah, they might do that.
Yeah.
I think the first
letting you know. Ben.
I think the first episode of every season is free on YouTube, or at least this is how it used to be. But then which one they have the full episode of, or the full season of,
through.
I think they kind of cycle through. Yeah.
But there is usually one on YouTube that you can watch with me. They just kind of cycle through.
Yeah.
One of the newer side quests has Matt Mercer and Marisha from Critical Role in it, so we're looking forward to watching that at some point too. Fuck, cool. I dropped something. Don't ask me about it.
Is it some news?
No, I'm gonna pick it up. But
don't ask him about it.
Ask me about it.
Okay. I'm not.
I got it. I picked it up.
Okay,
it's
I'm
a
so
spacer.
Oh. Okay. Was that a reward for not asking you about it?
Yeah. Were we good?
Yeah.
Cool. Great one, Ben.
I like how if we don't ask for anything in the store, we can choose one treat. And we get what we get, and we don't do something depending on where we are regionally.
Fascinating. Did you actually look up which region is which, like are you?
I did not confirm that it's regional. I just confirmed that both are. I was just saying it's regional. I'm not certain that it's regional. We need to call that guy, Eric Singer.
You get regional. Pokemon Go, all the regional exclusives and where to find them. It's just
I think so.
All right, should we pop into me now?
Oh, this is it. USPS regional rate shipping.
Now, does regional shipping include anything shipped via Florida? Is that kind of regional by way of Florida? All right.
Did you get your coffee beans yet?
Yeah, I did get my coffee beans.
Cool.
And boy, did they look tan. There's also a little, like, you know, a gator didn't eat me shot glass included in the little thing. All right.
Very nice.
I know what you got.
Well, as y'all know, because I've already mentioned it, I've been like extremely busy this week with all kinds of real estate dealings, and I'm very excited about all of them, as you also already know. So I thought, instead of talking about that anymore, for now, I'm not making any promises for the future, but for now, that I would talk about something that I've been kind of missing. We've been so busy and driving around everywhere and doing stuff. Something that I've also sometimes mentioned on this show before, but I haven't brought it as an obsession. But it only kind of recently came into my life, and I really enjoy it, and so I'm gonna talk about it. And it's
A fourth cat.
What?
A fourth cat.
Yeah, I would love a third cat
And
and
a third.
cat.
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
assuming the presence of a third.
So the let's see, what is specifically my obsession? I'm gonna say that what I would like to speak about as my obsession this week is a Twitch streamer, and her name is Sydney M Games, and she is her name's Sydney. The rest of that is her Twitch name. I don't
Twitch
think her
TV.
what
TV and Sydney M Games.
I don't think her last name is really Games.
I think it is, and this is a case of nominal determinism.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
And she is the kind of like fearless leader of the Discord that I've talked about before, which used to be called the Isle of Unmay, but is now just called the Isle. They recently rebranded to become a little bit less Pokemon themed, because it's also just like it's kind of just streamer themed. It's got like just a lot of nice people in there like me who don't really have any special interest in Pokemon, but just really enjoy all the people in there and stuff. So, and it's not like specifically her Discord, but she is like, I would say, pretty central to like the admin team for that Discord. And she's a lovely person, and she streams like, how many times a week does she stream?
What's
2 or 3?
What's that Twitch handle?
Sydney M Games. SYDNEY M Games. And I'll tell you what she streams as soon as I can get to the schedule. Admin stream schedule. Okay. So she streams twice a week, and then sometimes also on Fridays for community stream nights with other streamers, often including my good friend Matt, aka Matty Pizza Table, who I stream with on Tuesdays. So what she plays, it varies. She's a variety streamer, but right now what she's playing is she does Don't Starve, or I think it's called Don't Starve Together, because it's a co-op game on Wednesdays. So that's what she played tonight. Half the reason that I lost track of time is because I was watching her stream of that, which is the first stream I've been able to catch of anybody's for like a half a week, and it was so nice. It's a cool game. I've never played it, but it's basically like an open world survival game where you're just trying to not die for as long as you can, and there's monsters, and also you have metrics like hunger, that are constantly depleting and stuff, and you can play with other people, hence the together part. And the illustration or the art is like really cool for it. It's just like fun to look at. It's got like almost like a squat Edward Gorey look. Everything looks a little bit hand drawn, but they're not quite as spindly. They're all a little bit, smaller. And then she also is doing a Pokemon Sword and Shield Nuzlocke stream right now on Saturdays. And she's doing it streamer versus chat, which means that chat can kill Pokemon with channel redeems, but they can also revive them. So it's like a atypical Nuzlocke because there are Pokemon on her team that have been revived like 5 or 6 times, but it's always the chat that controls whether or not that happens. And there are Pokemon also who have been killed. Or like maybe someone will bring back a Pokemon because it's like named after them, but then she doesn't need that Pokemon and would have rather that they picked another one, but they get to choose which one gets to come back. So that's really fun. She's like super great at engaging with chat. Like you really feel like you're in community with the people there, including her. She's like just one of those types of streamers that's really good at that. And really good at building community. Like this Discord is definitely like the healthiest, most active one that I've ever been in. And I think it owes a lot to her for that. I think also it owes a lot to Maddie for that, for like staying engaged and helping things move along. But I've already talked about him. He's wonderful. We all know I love Maddie. I stream with him. So,
and his pizza table.
And then there is also there's a third admin who just started streaming, who I should also shout out. His name is Boomer. And his Twitch name is, I think, Battle Boomer. And he's like a super sweetheart, father of 2. Just like the familial energy in there is really sweet. We've got 2 like great dads, and then Sydney, who is a wonderful cat mom. That's another thing on her stream. She has like quite a cat theme going on, which obviously is relevant to my interests. So she has a redeem where you can have her go get her cat. So she'll like play an ad and then go get her cat, whose name is Twig, and she's a little orange kitty, and she'll like bring her back and like have her hang out for a little bit with her for as long as she'll allow it. And
wow.
And she's really, really cute. And a lot of her like emotes are Twig themed, and there are a lot of people with orange cats in the Discord, which I think is a coincidence, or maybe just because a lot of people have orange cats, but it's still always nice to see. And she has an animated version of Twig that hangs out like on the screen all the time during her streams, and you can feed it or pet it or tell it that you love it, and it will like react to those things. It's
cute.
Super cute. So her streams are a really good time. She's like super nice and welcoming to new people. I would highly recommend checking them out if you have any interest in those games, or even if you're just like bored and you want to hang out with some cool people. Give her a follow. Go hang out with her. That's my recommendation to everybody. Cool. And you'll probably see me in there.
She's a software developer.
She's a software developer. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
But she went to school for engineering. Mechanical engineering,
we won, Ben. Huh.
Mechanical engineers are fucking nerds.
Wow.
That's not true, actually.
You said that.
Electrical engineers are kind of the nerds of the engineering hierarchy, I feel.
Yeah.
Mechanical engineers get to make like cool, nice-looking stuff.
Or they just become programmers, apparently.
Yeah, that's not uncommon for all engineers.
Yeah.
Well, so that's it. Just check out Sydney M Games on Twitch. She's a super sweet person.
Sydney M Games. Got it.
Sydney M Games.
Sydney
got
Games. Sydney M Games.
Sydney O Games ahan.
Sydney like Sydney, Australia.
Cindy like Cindy, Australia. Got it.
People always come in and are like, they expect that she'll be from Australia. But like nobody else
What?
puts the city that they're in the name of their Twitch. I don't know why people think that. You know?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Sounds like
stupid.
she's got
really
idiots
stupid.
coming up in her chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or like people will ask people if they're related if they have the same first name. Like that's so fucking stupid. Don't be stupid.
you are right. You are right. Oh, also, if you show up in her chat and she doesn't recognize your name, she will make everyone wish you a happy birthday. And that's like a thing on her stream.
I
So
like that.
That
yeah.
is a disincentive for me to chat.
Well, all right. That's
Sorry,
fine.
Sydney McGames. I like to learn
McGames.
and then say is that their pronoun? All my pronouns McGames. I go by they them, and instead of Mr. or Mrs. you could use McGames.
That's really great.
They them games.
Nah, that's it. Erin, what's your
Cool,
obsession?
that's nice. And you've been missing Sydney McGames because you've been busy.
Yeah. And it sucks
No time
because
for
she
streams.
just started streaming Don't Starve Together on her channel. And I really would like to learn more about it as a game because I think it looks really interesting, but I keep on missing like hour-long chunks or more of her Wednesday streams because I'm just like running errands, trying to get this house all settled and stuff. This old house. I'm trying to get this young house sold and
This
get into that old
house.
house.
This house.
Yeah.
Okay, I got an obsession. This is very fresh, so I might not have all the information.
Is that your phone case that's that lovely blue?
It's my phone.
That
I don't
phone,
fuck
is that-
around with cases.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you an idiot? Is that
No,
why?
no, I have a theory, Ben. I'm anti-phone case. Here's my old phone that I had, and the phone before that I didn't have a case. Here's my theory about phone cases. I think that people who have phone cases kind of like offload. They're like, oh, I don't have to be as fragile with my phone. They kind of just like pop that in the back of their head. I'm not saying they're actively more cavalier with their phone. I'm saying they're accidentally more cavalier with their phone. I'm always thinking about like, oh, I shouldn't drop my phone because it doesn't have a case. And so I think I'm more careful with it in general, which is how you should be, because I don't have a
But
case.
it's a moot
Now,
point
have
if you
I
have a case that protects it.
have? Except not always. You can still fuck up your phone.
This is the dumbest
Plus-
shit I've ever heard in my life. You just have to be.
Plus-
You just have more concern all the time of whether you're not dropping your phone.
Well, it's worth it to me because I think the iPhone is just very beautiful. Like you said, it's beautiful blue. I think like the feel of it's really nice. I have small hands, so a case is bulky. It makes the phone heavier. So I just like it without a case. It's my personal preference, Ben. Can I live?
You can, but you
Okay.
can't. But you
fucking
can't get on
live?
your high horse about how you're
Yeah.
acting as if cases make it worse and more dangerous.
Yeah, if you're gonna,
You can
if you're gonna
totally
say
have your
don't attack me
preference."
for my personal preference, you have to start there. You can't start with
Yeah, you're
everybody
right.
who doesn't have who uses a phone case is actually a thoughtless idiot.
All right, I should have been using I feel statements. I feel that for me, I'm more loosey-goosey with my phone. I throw it around more when I have a case. So,
Okay, thank you.
I like it. Yeah, sorry. Wow. I didn't realize my co-hosts were feeling so attacked. Anyway. Yeah, okay. So I was pulling out my phone carefully to... I sent y'all this. Did y'all watch the video I posted in Way Too Broad channel last night?
Last night?
Last fucking night, 9:07
Yes, I did.
p.m. Okay.
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, well, this video might be my obsession, but this I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. This is my obsession is an artist called YEBBA, and I had never heard of her. Had y'all heard of her before?
Nope.
Well, I had never heard of her either, and it turns out like she's everywhere and has collaborated with a ton of artists and has won a Grammy and has been nominated for another Grammy. So I don't know what's going on here. Wow. Anyway, I'm gonna play this.
When you're weary, feeling small, and tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I am by your side. When time gets and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water. I will lay me down like a bridge over.
I just like fucking ends there. I guess it was a TikTok or something. Makes me angry. Anyway, that's Jacob Collier. Collier. How do you say his name?
Collier.
I always want to get real fancy with it, like Collier. I always want to get so French with his name. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. This is Jacob Collier, who was like, "Oh, this is always a favorite of mine." A video from YEBBA, so I added a little something, and then she like posted on Instagram, was like, "Thank you, I love you so much." So she's like, I'd never heard of her, but she's collaborated with. She really came onto the scene when she was a backing vocalist for Chance the Rapper on SNL. Like she was like just like I think she grew up with a gospel background, and you can really tell from her voice and her style. And so she was like kind of a standout in that performance. And then she had a performance of an original song that's really good. It's called My Mind, and you can find it on YouTube. And like Ed Sheeran saw that song and like signed her to his label. She has a song with him on one of his albums. Who else has she? She has a song with Robert, is it Glasper? The jazz artist?
Jasper.
Robert
Jasper.
I was like, wow, it is not spelled like that. I was like, oh, so it is French. Okay.
Jaspier.
She has a song with Sam Smith. It's just like one of these things where I was like, I've never heard of her. Like, her voice is so great. And she's just like been kind of like collaborating with all of these people behind the scenes, which I don't know if this is true, but it makes me feel like when I see stuff like that, I always think like this person is like definitely like must be like a really like nice person and like a really professional person that they, you know, are. She seems to me like one of those artists that like musicians like really respect,
like well regarded,
and like, you know, yeah, exactly. And she's only 26 additionally.
Wow. Which is
crazy. So anyway, yeah, she doesn't have a ton of music on Spotify, and this is another testament. If you like look at her artist page on Spotify, there's not a lot of stuff there, but if you look at the This Is YEBBA playlist, it is a lot longer because she's like doing a lot of, you know, she's featured on a lot of other people's albums and stuff, and this doesn't even cover some of the stuff. She won a Grammy for her performance in How Deep Is Your Love on PJ Morton's album. Anyway, it's so I'm getting through. I wish she had a little more music to listen to that was out there, and I wish particularly this song that I just played, this like 1 minute clip, was like 9 minutes long. I've listened to it like a million times today, and it just like ends and just like rips my heart out every time. It's really sad. I think it's just so beautiful. One thing I'll say about her, she's got like a really beautiful voice, and she's got really interesting runs and stuff. But one thing I really appreciate about her that I've listened so far is that I like her musicality a lot. Like, some people, I'll really like their voices and I'll like the way they do runs, but I won't like how they do it or where they do it, or they'll like do a lot of runs in weird places, or they'll kind of, in my mind, you know, this is all personal preference, of course, they'll like steal a moment away from a song instead of holding a note. They'll like do a fancy run.
Mariah Carey.
Wow.
I am not
Coming
saying
for
that
her
about
neck.
Mariah Carey. Let it be known, Dan Levy, if you're listening, I am not coming after Mariah Carey. Hannah's coming
And we
after
know
Dan
Mariah
Levy.
Carey's listening. She's a huge fan.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton
Thank
told
you
me
for
about the
listening,
show.
Mariah Carey. I'm sorry
Yeah,
about
and
that.
Dan and Mariah told Dan, big fan of the show, by the way. Shout out Dan Levy, love Schitt's Creek. I am not. This was not a subtweet. I swear to God. So that's kind of how I feel about some artists. In fact, like as I was watching her collaboration with different artists, I'd be like, "Oh man, that guy has a great voice." But then I would watch like one or two of his videos, and he would just like a song that I really like. I'm not going to name his name.
fuck it up.
Well, I would, right? Essentially, like I wouldn't enjoy it because like it felt to me rather than like capturing the emotion of the song. He was just like trying to do fun things with his voice, which was very pretty. So that really made me like appreciate what YEBBA was doing, because like especially on that song, she's got a lot of runs in the song, and they're really interesting, but they're really like at powerful moments, and at parts where she like is holding a note, like are parts that really count and really I find very moving. So again, my personal preference. And I have not spoken a word against Mariah Carey, and never would I. I don't agree with that. And I don't appreciate you, like, bringing that juju into my obsession, by the way.
Sorry. Fun fact about that video, that YEBBA video, is that not only was she doing a lot of runs, but she actually had the runs when she was doing it.
That's so rude.
No, that's why it had to end so suddenly.
That's so rude. You're being rude to YEBBA. You're being rude to Mariah Carey. Podcasts are forever. Anyway, and then Jacob Collier, he just like did such a beautiful thing with that song too. Like that arrangement with the vocal arrangement,
was
he had there
beautiful.
really, really, really stunning. So shout out to him. Anyway, just good stuff. I wish that song were more than a minute. I feel like TikTok is ruining music.
Okay, Grandma. Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So
we came for Mariah
my-
Carey and TikTok in this episode.
I came for no one. But I did have a personal grumpy moment about TikTok. I know TikTok made that happen, like made that musical moment happen, and has made a lot of really wonderful moments happen. But I was like,
You know
the
who-
kids these days in their 1 minute videos.
Aaron, you know who wouldn't be
What?
famous right now without TikTok?
Jacob Collier.
Lil Nas X.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, yes, he would.
I know.
What?
I know. What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about? Old Town Road was the
Hannah-
biggest song in the
Hannah's-
world before TikTok existed. What the fuck are
Hannah's
you
had
on
a lot
about?
of hot takes tonight. Hannah's had a lot of hot takes. Hannah, you might want to cool off the hot takes.
That's how he got famous, was on TikTok.
No, it's not. He got famous
Not
from
Jacob
Old Town
Collier.
Road.
Lil Nas X.
No, he didn't. He got famous from Old Town Road.
he did. People,
Yes,
people
Ben,
started
he got
using
famous
it
from
on
Old
TikTok.
Town
Yes,
Road
true.
on TikTok. He got
Yeah,
famous from
yeah.
people using Old Town Road on TikTok.
were using
That's
it
how
on
Old Town
TikTok,
Road
that's
got famous.
Yeah, that's true.
100%
That is
true.
I don't.
That's 100 true. He would have found another way though. He was actively like
know that
pursuing a
that's-
lot of channels.
I don't know that you
Ben,
can
you're
credit
making a
TikTok
fool
with
out of
that.
yourself right now. Ben, you're making a fool out of yourself right now.
Almost like you have a case on your phone. That's how much of a fool you're making of yourself.
Ask Kylie.
Hi,
She'll
Kylie.
know. Tell her. Ask her about TikTok and Lil Nas X.
I don't think she'll know. She's only been on TikTok for like a month.
I've never been on TikTok.
Everyone just knows this, Ben. You're the only one that doesn't know this. When Old Town Road hit the #1 on the country charts, everybody in the world made a podcast about how that happened, because he was like, it was like the first he was like the first black person who had ever been number one on the country charts. And every single one of them mentioned that it got famous because people are using it on TikTok. Like, that is why he's famous. I'm just saying,
Well,
if
good
you want to
for
talk
TikTok,
about
then.
TikTok ruining music, I think you need the counterpoint of how many people that TikTok has
Yeah.
brought to our attention.
You know, I was just joking about ruining music. It ruined that song. It didn't ruin that song. I've listened to it a million times. But listen,
It also made it exist, like you said.
I'm just petitioning for a longer version. I need something to channel my grief
It does
that the
seem like
song ended so soon.
it does seem like part of a longer video.
Yeah.
It does. You know, TikTok. can only
But that's
go
the
so far.
version that Jacob Collier shared. So I just feel like either.
Oh, I didn't
holding
even
out
notice that this was his
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Yeah. Yeah, he posted this on his YouTubes with the caption. Let me read it to you.
Wait, did you see what the top comment is?
What is it?
This is about 9 minutes too short.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Erin?
He said, I'm reading what he says about it. He says, this video of YEBBA singing Bridge Over Troubled Water has long been a favorite of mine, so I thought I'd harmonize it for a bit of fun. Happy Easter. He also spells favorite with a U and harmonize with an S.
Wow. So
Brit's
he's
gonna
British.
Brit.
French. Because he's French.
Oh man.
Yeah, Brit's gonna
Anyway.
Brit because he's French.
Yeah. Yeah. So check out YEBBA. She's got kind of a sad story. I'll let y'all kind of, discover it as you Google her. But she's got songs I would recommend. Go to Jacob Collier's YouTube and watch that YEBBA video 500 times. And then you can... videos I would recommend from her channel are... I don't know if it's on her channel, but if you Google YEBBA and My Mind, that's a really good one. And you can download that song on her website and read about the story. And Evergreen... the Apple Music production, she sings the song in a cathedral with a whole choir. It's so my jam. Very good, very good. Check it out.
Sweet. She seems great.
In my
Yes.
head, Old Town Road was 5 years old,
Oh my
but
god.
it's 2 years old.
Yeah. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, TikTok didn't exist 5 years ago, Ben.
It didn't. That's why I thought that made no sense.
No.
Oh.
I warned
But
you
it
you were making
really-
a fool of yourself.
Wow, I really did make a fool of myself.
It's a modern day classic. Feels ageless and timeless and also old.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Billy Ray
also-
Cyrus remix came out almost 2 years ago exactly, actually. It came out April 5th, 2019.
Wow.
I have an announcement. My bedtime reminder is letting me know I need to start whining.
You said you had to be in bed by 11:30. It's
No. Please reread the transcript for the record. Please reread
Hold on,
what I said.
I'll be a third-party arbiter. I'll reread
Thank
the
you.
transcript.
Please read exactly what I said, Ben.
I
Such
need to be
aggressive.
asleep by 11:30, though.
Yes, I need to be asleep by 11:30. Okay.
I mean, how long does it take you to fall asleep?
yeah.
Like
Did you,
2 seconds, but I gotta do the whole thing.
Wait,
and
do you
I have
also,
to
are you also a really good sleeper? Like me and Hannah and,
such
my
a good
dad?
sleeper. I'm such a fucking good sleeper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Three
I'm,
great sleepers.
Are you
Molly's a
also
great sleeper, too.
weirdly proud of it, even though it's not something
Yeah.
really to be proud that I have control over? But I'm proud of it.
I choose to be a good sleeper.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whenever Ian's I heard a noise in the night, and so I was awake the whole rest of the
Yeah.
night, I scoff at him in my mind. I'm like,
Yeah,
my
I was
God,
like, just
yeah,
sleep.
just go back to
Kylie
sleep.
Sleeps-
What do you mean?
You know what I do? I just keep sleeping.
Or even better, just don't wake up to the noise in the first place.
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
Would wake up.
No, Kylie has always been a terrible sleeper and wakes
Oh,
up
no.
all the time throughout the night, and it's just what she's used to. And I can't imagine because I'm so used to sleeping
Yeah.
extremely well that on nights where I very rarely happen to not sleep well, I'm fucking dead the next day because
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
used to having a full night's
Yeah.
rest uninterrupted.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I do credit it to our loud family, though. Like, the noise level in my house never went down when the kids were asleep or in bed. And I think my whole family are good sleepers.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, that's something that you...
When I was,
I don't know.
I actually think I like inadvertently trained myself into it because when I was a kid, like, and for a long time, I was like afraid of the dark, and so I would make my parents leave the light on when I went to bed, and I would also make them leave the TV going even if they weren't watching it. So there was a level of light and noise that my brain wanted in order to fall asleep. So now it's like I've like stress trained my brain for falling asleep under any conditions, except on a plane. I can't sleep on a plane, but
Snakes on
anyway,
Some plane rides, I'll sleep before takeoff and land it. Wake up.
you fall asleep before takeoff, and then you'll land the plane before you wake up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm also a very skilled sleep pilot.
Amazing.
It's been a while since I've flown in an airplane, so I don't really remember all the terminology involved. But
you specified in a way that makes me feel like you've flown in something else recently.
it's been a while.
Okay.
In a while.
Yeah.
Let's do homework. Ben, what's your homework?
Watch Dimension 20. Watch
Yeah,
Dimension
do it.
20, you idiot.
YouTube or the Dropout.tv.
Yup. Fantasy High is the first one, and it's great. Tiny Heist is shorter. It's a side quest, not the main cast, but it's the McElroys and then a couple other funny people. Still Brandon Lee Mulligan.
Oh, congratulations to Griffin and Rachel McElroy, bless you, who had their second son last week. His name is Gus, short for Augustus, I think.
Wow, that's
no, August. I think August.
His name's Gus.
Gus, yep.
That's funny. That sounds like a name that one of the McElroys would like pull out of their hat in the middle of a bit.
It kind of does. But I'm sure there's a good reason, and I think it's good. Okay.
Well, because he was born in August.
What's your social medias, Ben?
Twitter is Nicely Proved Ben. Twitch is Disco Greg.
Cool. My homework is watch Sydney M Games on twitch.tv/Sydney M Games. She streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I think we're doing a community stream this Friday. And I think Matt might be on it too, and I'll definitely be in the chat. So maybe that will be before this comes out. So never mind, you can't come to that, but we do them like every other Friday or something. So come to that. And I'm on Twitter and Instagram and Anthropology, and TikTok, Hannah and her cats. And I'm on Twitch, playing Majora's Mask with, Maddie at twitch.tv/Maddie Pizza Table, 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. And that's my homework. Erin, what's your homework?
I have a cue.
Okay.
I have a cue. Do we think David S. Pumpkins is a case of nominative determinism?
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay. My homework is to check out YEBBA. That's YEBBA. That's Abby spelled backwards. Because that's her name.
I was wondering where her name came from. Thank you.
Yeah, her mom used to call her YEBBA, so it's in honor of her mom. Check out YEBBA on YouTube, Spotify, her website, etc. And that's it. We might not record next week.
Oh, yeah, we forgot to talk about that. I think, let's announce that now. We won't have an episode next week.
Okay. Is that chill for you guys? I just don't want to haul all my situation out of the beach.
fine.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We
right.
probably should have mentioned that at the beginning, but that's fine.
Yeah, you only get to know our schedule if you're a loyal listener listening all the way to the end.
Yeah, so we'll have no episode out next week. We'll be back the week
It's
after.
my fault.
No
It's
episode.
all my fault.
Aaron's
And
going to the
that's
beach.
no episode next week, not new episode.
No, it's Nopisode. It's Nopisode next week. And then it's Noopisode the week after that.
You get what you get, and you don't get an F next week.
Nice.
That's good. I'll put it in the show notes too. That's fine.
And the show Nopes.
In the show notes.
That's next week.
Sharts. Barts.
The shards that really tickle.
If you want to leave us a voicemail or text us, we have a phone number. You can do that at 774-326-0420.
Blaze it.
Blaze it.
Blaze it and dial blaze it.
And then
Make sure to dial
and then
blaze it.
Make sure
Proceed to dial blaze
to
it.
dial blaze it. We're on Twitter at 2broadpod. We're on Instagram at way2broad. You can email us at way2broad@gmail.com. I feel like I missed part of that, but that's fine. And then if you missed any of that, like I maybe just did, then you can
Next
find
one.
all of it at way2broad.com,
Oh.
our website, which Erin built for anything you want. earnben.com for anything you need. maxfund.org for everything.
On a boat.
Yeah, cute dog on a boat. Everything you could want. And that's it. That's all there is.
That's all, folks.
That's all there is. So the podcast candle
Oh, I forgot to do that.
is now
Extinct.
extincted.
Extinct. Oh, no.
Bye. See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Here.
See you in 2 weeks. Sorry, that's my bad.
Bye.
See ya. I'm too lazy. Bye.
Did you know that in several states, a Beverl states and Leverel and Beverl and Jeveril flates? The end. Thank you.